Alrighty, so I know that the bloxfruits hasn't really updated for I think about 2 months now. So what I'm gonna do in today's video is kind of give you guys like my own concepts of accessories and swords and stuff like that they could be doing for bloxfruits, and I have two. And that's what I'm going to be showing with you guys in today's video. Kind of linking it towards my other video where I talked about the bloxfruits Valentine event. This one is just going to focus on new swords and accessories that could potentially be happening. And again, just to cut it short, these are my own ideas. Alright, so the first one that we have right here is called the Heartseeker Sword. And what I plan with this is again going to be based off some of the swords that we already have right here. So most of them are just going to be legendary. These both could be mythical because we haven't had a mythical sword in a while. Okay, so let's just say for example it's a legendary or mythical sword. What I really plan to do with this sword is it's going to be a Heartseeker Sword, right? So from the name itself, let's say for example that the C move of the sword is going to be an auto-tracking ability that basically tracks any one of your enemies or anyone that's near you. So let's say for example whoever is near you or whoever your sword is pointed into or your cursor is pointed to, that's where the blast or the projectiles that's gonna come from the C move of the sword is basically gonna land. So think of the draconic cascade of Dragonstorm, but instead of it being for a gun, it's gonna be for a sword instead. So I think this is gonna be a pretty cool one. Imagine an auto-tracking sword, right? And then the X move basically of this Heartseeker Sword is gonna be an ability that allows you to teleport or pull your enemies near you. So let's say for example you land them with the Z move of the Heartseeker Sword, which for this case we're just gonna call it Heart Missiles or something like that. And basically if you land the Z move of the Heartseeker Sword to anyone and you press the X move, it's going to pull them closer to you so you can combo them, which I think is very unique for a sword and has never been seen in bloxfruits. Gravity Cane does it, but I plan with this one the range is gonna be much higher than the range of Gravity Sword, which I mean it might be overpowered, but it won't be stunning the enemies, okay? Or the stun will be much shorter. So that's basically everything for Heartseeker Sword. It's just supposed to be a sword that maybe people can get during the Valentines event. And again, this is just my own concept for swords, and I'm gonna be doing a ton of these moving on forward. Maybe even some for leopard and other fruits. But yeah, basically for Heartseeker Sword, Z move launches auto-aiming projectiles. The X move basically launches moves that will pull people in once they're marked with the Z move of the Heart-Seeking Sword. Again, just my own concept. I already explained this in the beginning. Now let's move to the accessory part of this video, which is going to be the Angel Wings. Now, there's already an Angel Wings item in the game right now, but what I plan with this, it's gonna be called Cupid Wings actually. My thumbnail artist just call it Angel Wings instead of Cupid Wings, but essentially what this is gonna be is a legendary or mythical accessory that you can maybe get during the Valentine's event. And what this is gonna do is basically give you more jump height and also an additional jump. So this is basically going to kind of be like Skypiea, except it doesn't have the race passives that Skypiea has. But that's pretty much all it's gonna do. It's just gonna give you an extra jump height and also more jump. So this is gonna be very good for those who wants to sky camp. Oh yeah, and it might also be able to give you some more damage with your melee and more damage with your sword, because there is a Heartseeking Sword. So sword and melee, more damage with that. And mainly the unique stuff about this new concept that I have for this Cupid's Wings or whatever we're gonna be calling it is basically to just allow you to jump more, which is kind of lame, but it's my idea for that. Not everything that needs to get added in these events needs to be overpowered, but since they are limited, that might be very cool. So that's pretty much it for today's video. It's just me presenting to you guys my new idea for sword and accessories, which was said in the beginning of this video. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.